They fear your awakening, because awakened minds don't obey. A man who knows the self cannot be controlled. The Gita frees you from fear, and fear is how they rule. They feed you comfort because discomfort leads to questions. A disciplined mind is dangerous to a chaotic system. Once you know you're eternal, you stop living like a slave. They can't sell salvation when you realize it's already within. He who acts without attachment cannot be manipulated. When you silence the noise inside, the noise outside loses power. They sell you distractions because attention is divine. They don't want you to lead yourself. They want you to be led. The Gita doesn't preach compliance. It teaches clarity. Those in power fear those who no longer fear death. A man who knows Dharma cannot be bought. They control through guilt. The Gita frees through wisdom. True knowledge breaks the chains of herd mentality. If you knew your soul is untouchable, you'd stop begging for validation. You were not born to obey. You were born to awaken. Real freedom begins when you detach from results. The world needs followers. The Gita creates warriors. They fear silence because silence leads to inner strength. Once you master your mind, you stop being a puppet. The Gita doesn't teach fear of God. It teaches becoming godlike. When you see Krishna within, you stop chasing status outside. A man who seeks truth is a threat to the lie. They need you to be reactive. The Gita teaches stillness. They profit off your confusion. The Gita gives you clarity. You were meant to rise, not to be ruled. Once you find Krishna, you stop bowing to the world. They built a system to break you. The Gita was written to rebuild you. The moment you know the soul is eternal, you stop being afraid of temporary losses. You weren't born to fit in their system. You were born to transcend it. The Gita destroys victimhood. They want you to keep blaming others. A man aligned with Dharma cannot be controlled by propaganda. They want you emotionally reactive. The Gita teaches emotional mastery. Once you understand karma, you stop fearing consequences. They lose their grip. The Gita tells you to rise above the senses. They want you addicted to them. They want you to follow blindly. Krishna says, question everything. You are made of the divine, but they want you to feel small. They need you to conform. The Gita tells you to transform. When you realize happiness is internal, external control collapses. Krishna didn't preach escape. He taught righteous action. A person who knows their purpose cannot be manipulated by trends. They sell fear to control you. The Gita sells freedom to awaken you. You're not your past mistakes. They want you to believe otherwise. The mind is meant to serve you, not enslave you. But they hope you never learn that. They want you chasing status. Krishna shows you how to chase the self. Knowing the Gita makes you untouchable. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally. The Gita is not a book. It's a rebellion against internal slavery. If you ever truly understood the Gita, you'd never bow to fear again.